Twin Charge TRX.
What is up, boys and girls, children of all ages? Another beautiful day here in Miami. My name is David Nussbaum. Thanks for joining us on the channel here at Wheels Boutique. What we have to my right is a Dodge Ram TRX, which I think we could drop the Dodge. They just call it Ram TRX. And it's basically the fastest pickup truck that money can buy. But it wasn't fast enough, and I'll get, fast enough for us, I should say. I'll get to that in a little bit, but for the first portion of this video, I want to discuss the exterior modifications and looks for the truck, and then we'll get down to the nitty-gritty on what we did to make this bad boy even faster than the factory 700-something horsepower. So right off the bat, you're going to see the ANRKY Performance Wheels. So I believe this truck comes with either 17s or 18s, a smaller diameter in size from factory, but on these trucks we think that 22s look a whole lot better. So we did an ANRKY AN36-S. This is a two-piece wheel. It looks like a three-piece, but it is a two-piece wheel. So you've got one singular barrel that's finished in the polished gold, mirror polished gold to be exact, and then you have that center face that bolts right onto it. The center face is a slightly different gold, so that's going to be a satin polished gold. So basically, the center face and the lips, they go for hand mirror polishing, and then they go for the translucent gold. And at the very last step of the process is a little bit different. The lip is sprayed with a gloss, the face is sprayed with a satin, and that gives it a little bit of a contrast. So you got a really shiny barrel here and a little bit more of a subdued gold in the center with a very nice sheen to it. And of course you have the optional upgraded ANRKY carbon fiber center cap, which is a very nice touch to it. So the wheel size is a 22 by 12. You can make this wheel even in a 20-inch if you wanted to have a little bit more of a chunkier tire. But for the tire size, we have a 325 50/22. So in essence, if you did a 20-inch wheel, that profile would jump up to a 60, and then of course smaller wheel, bigger tire profile, but the same overall rolling diameter as this bad boy here. So we turn to Nito for that. The ridge grappler looks like it's a beautiful design. You can go off-road, you can keep it on-road, you can do all sorts of shenanigans on this TRX, whatever it is that you want. This fitment here is going to work even if you keep the factory ride height, leveling kit, or even a lift kit on some of these. I'm not sure why you would do that, but the leveling kit, you can also get that in there and maybe put a little bit of a bigger tire, but this works perfectly. As you can see, the wheel is turned at a lock. That way you guys can see it at this angle, and it's clearing all of the fender liner and all the struts inboard. So going down the rest of the car, we have it in the white. I think this is either the second or the third TRX that we've owned. If you jump over to our website, which is wheelsboutique.com, you can sort our photo gallery by Ram TRX or Dodge TRX, I think it's under, and you'll see a black one. That was the very first one that we had. This one is the white one. I think we had something in the middle. Like a gray. Like a gray. So gray. All of them are on our website, all of them on Aftermarket Wheels. This one though, has a little bit of a performance upgrade to it. And so let me jump in real quick, and I'll have Marvin kind of follow me to the hood area, and so you guys can see what sort of madness we did to this truck.
Low
Where?
Battery.
Oh my God, are you still rolling?
Yeah.
You were afraid you were gonna run out of battery by the time I found it. I promise you, I was just kidding about not being able to find the hood latch. But before I show you guys what we did, this TRX no longer is in the 700 area for horsepower. Now we're at 1100 horsepower to the floor. And the way that we achieve that is compound boost, also known as twin charging. I don't know why Marvin's laughing, but basically the truck comes from factory with this gigantic supercharger. However, we have since added a turbocharger as well to work together with one another. Compound boost, aka twin charge. So on E85, this is putting 1100 horsepower to the floor. We've done a slew of upgrades on this, obviously, in addition to adding the turbo. We did a air to water intercooler, or water to air intercooler. What is it?
Air to water.
Air to water intercooler. New pulleys, new injectors, custom manifold, custom exhaust as well, so that we could actually drive this thing and it not like set off car alarms and have the police called on us. So it's actually fairly quiet for what it could be, but which is unusual for us. We usually want the loudest possible, but this we use honestly as a daily driver, believe it or not, and take some kids to school in the morning. So it's a very neat truck to have, especially make it a little bit quiet. But going back to this, it usually takes us about 2 weeks to do this power kit. So if you do have a TRX and you don't want it to just beat raptors, like this little insignia here of the Tyrannosaurus eating a raptor, right? If you also want to eat other TRXs, definitely give us a call because we can do this kit. I'll go over pricing with you, different things like we can tweak the exhaust. Obviously, if you want it a little bit louder, we can do that. If you want it a little bit more quiet like this one, we can do that. Various stages of tuning. You can run different fuels and things like that. So definitely give me a call. You can call us at 786-249-0127. Ask for me, David, or ask for Ben. Either of us can help you out. But without further ado, let me jump into this bad boy. It's built tough. Let me jump into this bad boy, get some pulls so you guys can see, hear, not feel, but see and hear how fun this thing is. And if you're ever down here in Miami, stop by the shop. We'll take you for a spin. It's an absolute riot. So I'll shut up now. Let me get inside.
Be hopeful.
We have our resident race car driver. So there you have it. Now that we have no more fuel and we've burned off so many fossil fuels and T-Rex worth of fossil fuels and stuff like that, we're back here at the shop. I also forgot to mention at the beginning part of this video, we've got Willwood brakes here. We do have another company coming that actually produces the front and the rear brakes for this truck. It's not here just yet, but we will kind of maybe do another photo shoot or maybe a small little video showcasing that when it does arrive. The reason that Willwood or Brembo or any of these guys don't make one for the rear is because the electronic emergency brake that they have in the rear, and if you replace it, it's gonna basically completely eliminate the emergency brake, and then you can't have an emergency at that point. So, but the company that we did find, they found a little trick to it, so we're very excited to be testing that. We're going to be doing it for this, and it applies to a lot of other vehicles that have the same electronic emergency brake problem, like the G-Wagon, Land Rovers, and things like that. So again, we'll have an update on our channel once those brakes come in and we're able to test them out. But going back to this, let us know what you think in the comment section about this truck. If you have a fast truck and you would like to race, give us a call. We would love to set that up down here in Miami, Florida. We could also drive up a little bit. Might take us $1,000 worth of gas maybe to Central Florida, but who cares, right? So again, let us know what you think about the looks as well. What do you prefer? Would you prefer a stock TRX with the wheels and the Willwoods? Or would you prefer, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you like our channel, subscribe, please. Leave a comment, share the channel with your friends and family. See you guys on the next one.